Have you ever tried building a cross-channel ads dashboard in BigQuery only to realize X data is missing? BigQuery Data Transfer doesn't support Twitter ads, so you resort to manual CSV exports, uploading data to BigQuery and scripting your own pipeline. Or you pay SaaS tools that charge per connector per row and still only give you a handful of fields, and a connector that you don't fully control. Sure, you could write your own Python or an API integration, but is that really your job? That's engineering, not analytics. And that is why we built this, 100% free, open source, X, formerly Twitter, connector to BigQuery, running right inside your Google Cloud environment. No vendor lock-in, no per connector fees, no black box. And here is who is it for. Number 1, data analysts building blended spend dashboards. Number 2, performance marketers running ads and needing to monitor the ad performance. And number 3, anyone needing clean, actionable ads data in BigQuery for any sort of reporting, not only for Twitter, but for another marketing platforms as well. So, I'm Yevgen from OWOX, and here we help data analysts regain control over their data pipelines, Python-free and sometimes even SaaS-free. Like in this video where I will show you how to set up the XAds connector in Sheets and point it to BigQuery, which settings matter and which are optional, how to schedule it, and finally reclaim your weekends. Now, before we jump in, I would like to ask you about 3 things. Number 1, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell right below to see every free connector we built, because we are releasing those every single week. Number 2, start the owoxdatamarts repo on GitHub to stay updated and help us grow. I'll leave a link in the description. And number 3, like this video and leave a comment down below if you have ever struggled to get X data into where you need them. Alright, are you ready to fill in that missing ads data in your analytics stack? I am, so let's go! You may reasonably ask, why are we making this available for free? It's because for us at OWOX, data ownership matters, because reporting should be fast, reliable, and under control, and because too many tools overcharge for something that should be accessible to everyone across the team for better decisions. We wanted to build something different. And hint, we did. We want data connectivity and ownership to stop being a bottleneck for reporting. With our connectors library, everything runs in your environment. You own the data, you control the schema, you choose the metrics to load and schedule updates right from inside Google Sheets. It's built in JavaScript, and you can read or edit every line of code. And yes, this one is free forever. And Node.js edition we're working on is going to be available via npm install from GitHub into your infrastructure shortly, so stay tuned. With this being said, let me show you exactly how this connector works. Let's get started. So step number 1, you need the template. Go to our GitHub, select the relevant template, and create a copy by selecting File, Make a Copy. That way, it's saved to your own Google Drive and fully editable. It's fully free from marketing things like email collection, so you can just go and do that on GitHub. But if you also want the instructions to be sent by email, you can download this template using the link below in the description. I will ask you for the email just to send you the instruction. I promise not to sell you anything. Great, you've copied the document. Now let's configure the connector so it knows exactly what to fetch and from where. First, go to the config sheet. Start by setting the start date for your import. This tells the script when to begin pulling data from. Just note, pulling a huge date range might cause issues due to the API limits, so I'll just put something recent, like June 1, 2025. Next, end date. It's optional, but I would still add the end of June here. To find your account ID, basically go to ads.ax.com and look at the URL of your account. For example, in the link. If the link looks like this, which means the account ID is here, starts with 18 and finishes with T. I'll just grab this one and put into my template. Then we will jump to the fields sheet. This is where you select the metrics, breakdowns, and dimensions you care about, like campaign name, cost, impressions, clicks. Just check the boxes. Some fields might already be pre-selected by default to get you started, but you are free to customize them however you want. And if you want to pull more, there are optional fields available here as well. Just stay in the Fields tab and check the boxes for any additional dimensions or metrics you need for your report. Next, we need to set your BigQuery destination. Let's hear the dataset ID in the form of project ID dot dataset ID. And we also need to specify the BigQuery region for your dataset. If the dataset doesn't already exist, it will be created automatically in the location that you specify. I'll just leave it as it is in the template. I'll just have US here for my location. And now let's go through a few optional but really useful fields. So max fetching days. It's the maximum number of dates for which the connector would import the data. I try to keep that to 30. From the optional fields, which is the import lookback window, I set it to 2, and that's the number of dates before the most recent import date to refetch data. That's it for the config. You are now ready to authenticate and run the import. Now, let's connect the dots, literally. To pull data from your Twitter ads account, you will need to authorize access, and to do this, you will need to generate the following credentials: consumer key, consumer secret, access token, and access token secret. Let's break down how to do it step by step. So basically, I'm gonna be going you through our GitHub instruction, which is the source of truth for the most relevant and the most up-to-date source of how to actually get the access credentials. So find your ads platform here, the XAds formula to Twitter, go to README, then go to the credentials guide with information on how to obtain credentials for the XAds as a data source. So step number 1, we need to create and configure your developer app. Visit the Ax developer portal. Visit the Ax developer portal at developer.ax.com and sign in with your account. After signing up, an app will be created for you automatically. Note, if Ax prompts you to upgrade your account, select the free tier because that's totally fine for what we need. So step number 2, we need to request the Ads API access, which is not automatically. So we need to fill out the official XAds API access request form, which is a Google form, which is strange. But basically we need to enter our email here and click Next. Then we need to specify the company details, the address, the city, the company X account, and then basically who we are, either the advertiser or the agency or the data provider or the technology platform. Well, you probably is an advertiser, so you just specify this. Next, you need to specify the primary point of contact, which is probably you. So just put here your name, your title, your email address, and your phone number and click Next. Then you need to add the Ax Developer App ID, the one you've got on the previous step. And then you need to describe your purpose for using the XAds API. Basically, you can say that you want to load your data from XAds API into Google Sheets or Google BigQuery. And what level of Ads API access do you need? Well, you need the standard Ads API access. After submitting the form, wait for confirmation. Once your request is approved, you will receive an email notifications just like this. Once approved, you'll be ready to proceed with the next steps on how to get the XAds API credentials. So next, step 3. We need to set up app permissions and callback URL. Basically, navigate to the user authentication settings and click the Edit button. Under App Permissions, select Read and Write, just as it's specified here on my screenshot. Set the callback URL to HTTP localhost. Leave other fields, including the type of app, as default and click Save. Next, let's generate the API keys. Navigate to the Keys and Tokens tab. In the API Key and Secret section, click Regenerate. Save your API key and API secret. Next, this one is a bit more complicated, but I'm pretty sure you will manage it. We need to use any kind of tool like Postman to make requests. So we need to make a post request to this URL: https://api.twitter.com/oauth/request token. In the Authorization tab, use the following OAuth1 settings. Specify the signature method, which is HMAC_SHA1. Then add the consumer key, which is your API key from the step 4 of this instruction. Then add the consumer secret code, which is your API secret from the previous step. Then add the callback URL, which is localhost. It should match the one from 2 steps before. And then click Send this request. The response will look like this, whether you are going to be getting the authentication token, just like this one, and the authentication token secret, just like this one. You can copy the authorization token value and insert it into the following URL, where you say api.twitter.com/oauth/authorize $authentication token equals your authentication token. Open the URL in the browser and click Authorize App. You will be redirected to a URL containing the authorization token and the authorization verifier. Now we need to exchange those for permanent tokens. Make a post request to api.twitter.com/oauth/access token. In the Authorization tab, use the following OAuth 1.0 settings. Signature method, the same as before, then the consumer key, which is your API secret, then the access token, which is the OAuth token from the step 6, access token secret, which is the OAuth token secret from step 5, callback URL, which is the localhost, and the verifier, the OAuth verifier. Just again, you've got that on the previous step. Click Send. The response will include your permanent tokens. And now you have all of the credentials required to use the XAds Connect. Add all of those details into your template. Open your template, click OWOX and select Manage Credentials in the menu. Enter the consumer key, the consumer secret, access token, and access token secret, the ones you have already generated. And don't forget to click Save. Once your credentials are saved, it's time to run the import and load the data straight into BigQuery. In your Google Sheet, go to OWOX menu, Import New Data. The script will now fetch the selected data from the config sheet and stream it directly into the BigQuery project and data that you specified. If this is your first time, you'll be prompted to grant access to your Google Cloud account and approve the required scopes. Once authorized, the script starts running. You'll see a real-time progress log appear with each batch of data being sent to BigQuery. Each section of fields you selected, for example, campaign level or ad level metrics, will be written into its own BigQuery table following a clear naming. When it finishes, you will see a message saying Import finished. And that's it. Your ads data is now stored in BigQuery. From here, you can query it with SQL, build dashboards in Looker Studio, or join it with other tables inside your warehouse. You are now in full control at scale. Now that everything is working, let's set up a daily refresh so your Twitter ads data in BigQuery is always up to date. Here is how you do it. In your Google Sheet, go to Extensions, AppScript, Triggers. Then click Add Trigger. Let's set it up. Choose which function to run, import new data. Choose which deployment should run, head. Select event source, time-driven. Select type of time-based triggers, for example, day timer. Select time of day, pick your preferred time window. I'll go with 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day, and that's it. Click Save. Don't forget to make a new deployment. And don't worry, if anything goes wrong, AppScript will send you an email with the error log. Now your connector will run every day automatically, loading new data from the platform API into your infrastructure, Google Sheets or BigQuery, without you lifting a finger. Alright, your data is now flowing directly into Google BigQuery, so what can you actually do with it? Now that your raw ad data is in BigQuery, you can join it across the tables using the keys. You can join that with any other advertising data from other platforms. You can build a blended ad spends table. You can map that with conversions data from GA4 to BigQuery Expert, CRM data, and internal conversions event using SQL. Basically, you are not limited anymore to reporting or using that data inside BigQuery. Or you can build attribution models now. Whether you're working with simple last-touch attribution or building custom multi-touch logic, machine learning funnel-based attribution like we do at OWOX, BigQuery gives you that full flexibility, and this connector ensures that you've got the freshest ad data ready for you. Are you running ad campaigns across accounts in multiple currencies? Use our Open Exchange Rates connector to load daily exchange rates into BigQuery and normalize the spend across accounts. You can also build a cross-platform ROAS dashboard by pulling in Facebook ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, X, Twitter, Reddit, Microsoft, Bing ads, and Criteo ads data inside using our other free connectors. They are all live and available now for you. Or you can plug BigQuery directly into Looker Studio, Power BI, or whatever other tool your team uses for visualization, and visualize your unified, up-to-date performance dashboards without bottlenecks or manual CSV exports. And finally, you can use scheduled queries, dbt, OWOXDatamarts Community Edition that we are releasing in July 2025, or other orchestration tools to keep your reporting pipelines running cleanly and automatically, now that you've got the data where it belongs. And the best part, there is no vendor lock-in, no credit card is required, and there is no black box magic happening underneath. You own the data, you own the logic, you own the outcome. If you ever want to tweak the schema, add fields, or fork the connector, go for it. It's built in JavaScript, not Python, so you can customize it yourself or with a little help of ChatGPT. And if you want to contribute to our open source movement, just add a connector, request a feature, or improve the docs, just go ahead and do that inside our GitHub repo. We'd love to have you inside our community. So, what's next? First, grab the free connector on GitHub. The link is in the description. Second, give it a star on GitHub. It helps us know that this is useful and motivates us to keep building those connectors. Third, if you had any issues or want to request a new connector, head to Discussions or Issues tab on GitHub. Our team checks those every day. Then, subscribe to this YouTube channel and enable notifications so you don't miss the next tutorials for our free connectors and the orchestration platform release. We'll call it OWOXDatamarts Community Edition, and yes, that one is going to be free as well. And finally, if you're feeling ambitious and want to create your own connector, check out our Contributors Guide. We'll feature your work, give you a backlink, showcase your story if you want, and we'll help you promote it. That's it. No vendor lock, no paywalls, no mysteries. Just you and your connector in your spreadsheet, in full control over your data connectivity. Thanks for watching this video, and if this saved you time or money or both, Just drop a comment and let me know. I'm Yevgen from OWOX, and I've got more tutorials coming soon, so stay data curious, and as always, happy analyzing!